What's up, guys? So I was just doing some thinking, and I thought I would just make a video. It's been a minute, been kind of taking some time, less focused on Instagram, and not having my account and stuff. It kind of takes a lot of the urge from me, honestly, to post a video when I was already having problems with getting views because of being shadow banned with an account of the size of my old one, and with this one, like, you know, it's just, for whatever reasons, it's probably not just that, but I just haven't really been on Instagram that much. Maybe it's something with my old account, like the people I followed and stuff like that. I had a cool little community over there where I could go on that page, and if it was through what I was posting or through what I was seeing from other people I follow, I don't follow anyone besides like my friends or people from the Cosmos community on this Instagram. I only follow like 80 accounts. It's just, there's nothing there really. There's not much to see, like of like spiritual teachers or anything like that. Wow, it really looks like I'm wearing eyeliner. Holy shit! Now I get why so many. I swear, every girl I used to like meet would like ask me if I was wearing mascara when I was younger. But now my hair is blonde. I can see why it looks like that, especially when I'm like zooming out. Jesus, look like a bat. Fuck. But anyways, I've been having some really deep thoughts today about just meaning and like, I'm going through these tough transits of Saturn on my, if astrologers listening to this will know, Saturn on my Venus at the exact same time, where it's exact to the degree on my Venus, and Neptune squaring my moon. It's exact. And I think, so I'm just like, it's just tough. It's really easy. It's like getting some tea. It's really easy for me to just be like, fuck it, to kind of like be confused in the mind. But like, I'm trying to like have this is what I try to do as a Jupiterian, is I try to kind of zoom out when I'm in moments, kind of testy moments, right? I try to zoom out and look at how things have been, where I've come from, like the fact that, and just the little things, like the fact that I haven't had alcohol once this entire year, zero cigarettes. Not that these have been problems, but just like sleeping super well, I'm just finally changing my sleeping routine for the first time in like a year and a half, so I'm not like a night owl anymore, going to bed at a normal time. There's like little things I'm very fortunate about, but then I'm thinking about meaning, and I'm like, what as humans do we do? Like, so many humans are in this state of just not knowing why the fuck they're here. It's like this ongoing confusion where you think you have like a certain idea of what's best for you, and this almost mental image of like, oh, I'm supposed to go this route, do this career, be with this kind of person. But I'm thinking about this more in the sense of like career slash meaning, right? And astrology helps me a shit ton when I'm having these types of like inner monologues. I guess like a lot of times I speak like loudly when I'm like really trying to like get to some deep places with these kind of conversations. It's just easier to actually speak the words. But yeah, like I think of the North Node in Aquarius, for me in the sixth house, and what that means, because if you look at the North Node in astrology, if you're in that state of feeling a little bit lost and feeling like you're not really like, I feel like most humans have that in some way. They might not admit it, but most humans probably like feel like they're kind of not, if you're working like at a fucking whatever job just to pay the bills, and you had dreams when you were a kid that kind of got pushed away, but you have to, you have to do something, you have to have movement, you have to work in this capitalistic society. I think that people have a certain feeling of that. And I think you can look at the astrology as a hint. It's not going to like spell it out for you. Like, you need to like, quit doing this and move here and start this. Like that's too easy. God or the universe, or whatever you want to call it, would never create a system that, wouldn't give us that, because that would defeat the whole purpose of life, which is about moving through through life with your own free will, making your own decisions, regardless. Some people might have like all of the astrological or intuitive or logical or whatever, like psychological like clues of like what's right to do and what's best to do and what's opposite, but those people still might choose the opposite, while the person that's clueless and just has a good heart goes towards the right stuff. So it's like we all like a lot of us feel this way, and for me, it really helps to remind myself by looking at my chart and to kind of look at where some of the outer planets are, what the chart says to me, which I've looked at or I don't really look at it, it's just in a photo in my mind, but I just click that button, open up the photo, and I look at it. I have the image in my head, and it's interesting. I see different things every time. I see things differently every time, and I contemplate the meaning of it, and I associate it with my own life. Mixed with like what I probably had astrology readings with so many different astrologers from different types of astrology. Like I just had an amazing Indian Vedic astrology reading with the lady that we had on our podcast. Highly recommend it. And she said some things that were interesting that added to this picture. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot and kind of just like what this period is meant to be, how I want to where do I, and another part of like Sagittarius or just like Jupiter or just wisdom in general for me is like how to figure out how to ask the right questions. It's not just about like knowing answer. It's not just about knowing stuff, right? For me, it's about how, like, what are the right questions to ask, because that's not always hard. That's not always easy. Like how do you know? Like for me, I just realized a super important question for me is, what do I want to put my fucking effort into? Like what kind of work do I want to put like my full effort into? Because I'm kind of scattered. I've got like astrology, but that's like I don't know how many astrologers in the world have like a full time, and I have no Instagram right now to like get new clients. So I usually do pretty well when I have that, but like still, it's not something that like is going to be the only thing for me. That's not what I want. So then there's like, okay, different types of content. Like I like make, but I also have this other part of me where it's like, I think that's the North Node Aquarius. It's like I don't want to do something that everyone else does. So even like I love traveling, I love the idea of travel vlogging in my own way, but even seeing someone else do something on YouTube, it makes me fucking not want to do it. I hate following shit. And I think it could be ego, whatever it is. I'm not saying I don't have an ego. I definitely have a fucking ego. I definitely want to be recognized, So I definitely like want to be one of the best at whatever the fuck I do, and I'll work harder than anyone. If I figure out like what it is, I'll become obsessed with it if I love it, because that's the passion I have. But I'm in a place where with COVID, with everything, I don't want to use that as an excuse. And I'm also like, my last semester of school, I'm not in a position where I really feel like I'm able to like fully follow that through. It's just difficult. But yeah, like always coming back to the chart is helpful because, in my case, like I was saying before, looking at the North Node, pondering what that means, looking at like other planets like Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, what house are they in? What aspects are they making? My Venus square to my Pluto, Venus conjunct Neptune, Venus and Neptune square Pluto on the IC. That's an indication that something about self-love, relationships, darkness, karmic themes around that from past lives, and so there's different clues in different places. And with having 3 outer planets, so I'm doing this for me, but I can also do this for other people, like in a reading. That's kind of what I do. But I'm just also showing that even if you have your chart done, you still should think about this on your own and kind of like go further into the symbolism. Like, what does that mean, right? Because 3 planets, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, the 5th house, to me, it's like, okay, like ultra creative with all the Leo, South Node, Leo energy, and Mars and Venus and Aquarius, Pisces, Sun, Mercury, Pisces, high Pisces. It's 10 out of 10 creativity. I've always known that. But I get in my own way with my mental stuff, right? So people like that, I'm like, okay, so what does someone like me need to succeed? Quiet, peace, 4th house moon, right? What do you need? So I'm breaking my own chart down so you guys can understand yours. What does someone that's really sensitive but super creative need? And also fiery. There's like qualities I'm giving myself, right? But also I'm my own worst enemy, right? I'm not going to go into that. But I need quiet. I need peace. I need animals, right? I need like a home. That's the fourth house. But then also I need adventure. I need to be able to like leave and go on trips and come back, be welcomed. It's a difficult karma to have. But then overall, everything has to go back to that north node in the sixth house, which is all about being a little bit more selfless, like being great, but doing things for the masses, right? It's other parts of my chart. It's like allowing other people to shine, um, and not have to be the one to shine, like that Leo South Node kind of energy with the Saturn in the fifth house. And then, yeah, finding kind of like a way with the Uranus, Neptune fifth house, Saturn fifth house, finding a way to make whatever's fun for me my work, and then have that tie in to making the world a more beautiful place in a more humanitarian way. Midheaven in Taurus, ruled by Venus in Aquarius in the sixth house, conjunct the fucking North Node. You see, that's literally how you that's literally a maze. What I just did is I literally just like solved my astrology chart, like a fucking like all the patterns that were just happening. It's just crazy. And I'm not saying that like that's like what I would like how I'm able to do it for every single chart. Obviously my chart I know it better, but it just makes so much sense, And this isn't like me patting on my back saying like I'm the best astrologer in the world. I'm just saying I'm more complimenting like the beauty of astrology and how I'm able to go from a feeling of like, what the fuck am I doing with my life, to like, oh shit, and now I see this and now I'm like, oh god damn, it's like it makes sense. And I understand. I look at my transits right now. I look at the state of the world. I look at like what I'm doing. I look at what I've talked to with different astrologers, different psychics, whatever. It all creates the zoomed out view that leads to confidence. I know it's kind of a transition period right now, kind of a downtime, and there's different stuff emerging all the time. So I hope this was helpful. This is kind of like a little mini me monologue, but also anything that I do about me is relative to you. And what else? So yeah, I haven't really been on here that much. I don't expect that to change until I get my account back. I don't really feel, like I said, unless I really want to make a video, I'm probably not going to do it, and I'm probably not going to do many posts. If you guys want readings, I'm still getting the same amount, not the same amount, but like it's just interesting how the universe provides clients for astrology. It's almost like I could be like advertising the most, posting every single day, and on my old account, and if I'm not meant to get clients, I'll just won't get any, and then like I'll have like a random day where I'm just not doing anything, and I'll get like 3 clients at once or 4 clients at once, and it's kind of interesting how it provides in that way. So yeah, let me know if you guys want readings, but I don't think too many people on this account are new followers, to be honest. I think, yeah, it's like my backup account, so most of you guys have seen me for a while and probably gotten readings from me if you were ever interested in them in the first place. So thanks, guys. I hope this was helpful. It was definitely helpful for me to voice some of this and speak for the first time in a few weeks. So hopefully I'll be back on my normal account. Send a prayer for that. You guys have a good one. Later.